Oh, I didn't notice you there, but whilst you're here, welcome to another Fresh Off the Stalls. I'm actually feeling and I'm hopefully looking a bit more fresh than I did last night. Gosh, day 3 and I'm already a wreck, but what a glorious fun wreck king this has been. I'm going to talk to you about what I've seen this morning. I'm trying to do these videos as straight out of a show as I can, but it's really difficult, especially when you're running quite frantically between shows sometimes. So this morning I was up at the lovely hour of to see a show at 10:30, and that was the fantastic Panti Bliss doing High Heels and Low Places. Now, despite you think like a drag show at 10:30 in the morning, I was just like, yeah, I'm not sure why, but that's when they booked me in, so I can't really say much about it. But what a great way to start the day. For those of you who don't know Panti Bliss, she got involved in the whole furore about her speaking up against homophobia within certain things, or not homophobia, or maybe homophobia, or cannot confirm nor deny any of that, in Ireland as an Irish drag queen from a small town, and kind of became this international sensation. So she's come and doing a show, High Heels and Low Places, talking about her accidental activism and her life and her points of view on the world, and it is brilliant, absolutely fantastic. It's a great mix of really deep, open, personal perspective, really rousing politics, and also great elements of a traditional drag show. It'll stir your soul, it will break your heart, it will make you cry laughing. If there's any possible criticism, is that because of some of the more traditional drag elements of the show, some of the jokes are more than a little risque, but you can't not expect that from a drag queen. Although I understand that some people might find it a bit too uncomfortable to do, but otherwise it's really great. Someone asked me earlier, has a show at the Fringe made you cry yet? And I have actually no, I haven't actually had a show. Did I say film here? I haven't had a show yet that has made me cry. Panti show was the first one. I know I'm an emotional bastard. That's my entire thing. But I really did well up at the end, because it's such a powerful, visceral show, despite the fact Panti's being Panti, the sort of super glamorous drag queen talking about a really interesting and difficult life. It is a fantastic show. I can't give it anything less than 5 stars, if I'm totally honest. And what a way to start your morning. She describes herself as a national effing treasure. Panti, you're not. You're an international epic. Anyway, and on to the second show today, called, let me get this, I can never get this in the right order. Apocalypse Cruise Ship Love Affair. And I literally went to the press office and went, I'm here to see Apocalypse, blah, 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 blah. And she said, yeah, I know exactly the show you're going for. Here's your ticket. So this is a show, I don't have any programs or anything. It's a show, but it's basically a comedy musical set on a cruise ship during the apocalypse. I don't know why anyone would be unclear about that from the title. Oh, and there's a love affair going on-ish, maybe. It is completely nuts. It is high energy, just completely unhinged comedy. It's surreal, it's silly, it's kind of like, and I generally hate reviews that make comparative remarks about other things. I suppose it's a bit like, there's a bit like Monty Python, a bit like Spy Monkey, if you know Spy Monkey. Actually, Spy Monkey is probably the best people to make a comparison with. And it's a really fun show. Fun tunes, just very silly, very unexpected jokes, and fantastic comic performances from across the cast. The problem with things like this in this genre is that it's very hard to do. I have always consistently said comedy is the hardest thing for anyone to do as a sort of piece of theatre, and I have huge kudos for anyone who does it and does that well. And Ship Affair, Apocalypse Love, no. That wasn't even on purpose. Apocalypse Cruise Ship Love Affair, I think that's right, is absolutely fantastic. It's a really good hoot of a show. It's not perfect. It kind of drags a little towards the sort of middle. It doesn't quite keep the comic energy it establishes itself with, and it's a very high bar, and a high bar they set perfectly but couldn't quite meet that throughout it. There are some sound issues as well. It's a show that really could do with the cast being amplified, especially as allowed. There's a live band, because you don't want to be missing some of those really fun quips and intelligent witticisms that come through in the lyrics of the song. So that one I have to give 4. It's a very strong 4. I have seen other things in this genre where they've managed to keep the energy up, but it's such a difficult thing to do. The only people I know who can consistently do it excellently are Spy Monkey, and this is a company that is almost there. Give them a bit longer and they'll be on that level. Certainly a show, if you want to see something completely daft, completely bonkers, Apocalypse Cruise Ship Love Affair is just brilliant. It's really unmissable, and tickets are selling fast, so if you want to see it, make sure you buy early, otherwise you'll miss out. You'll miss the sailing, you'll not. And it's just got my day off to a great start with 5-star Panti Bliss's show and 4-star cruise ship Apocalypse. So I don't know why I don't have it on a piece of paper or a screen. That would have been like the obvious thing to do. So Apocalypse Cruise Ship Love Affair, 4 stars. 2 great shows. I know I'm seeing a lot, I'm giving a lot of things 4 or 5 stars at the moment. And I'm really surprised because how good the standard of everything I'm seeing so far. Maybe I'm just making good choices, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my work. As you can see, I was working very hard, and I shall be back later on this evening with more Fresh Upper Stalls for, what am I doing? I'm doing Nightmare Live, which I'm so excited about, Bourgeois and Maurice, which will be fantastic, and then a late night crazy burlesque party thing, cabaret, circus, whatever. Everything's been chucked at it. It's from the same people from behind Briefs, so very high expectations of that. I'm having a great time here in Edinburgh, and I'm really going to relish the fact that I've got about 2.5 hours before my next show, which means I can actually probably get some writing done and chill out a bit. And yeah, anyway, great start to the morning, brilliant shows, and I shall see you guys again soon. Ta-ra!